Welcome to your morning flow. Come join me seated on the mat. Just have one leg tucked in, the other one resting in front. And we're simply going to start this morning by taking some gentle shoulder rolls. Just 2 or 3 in one direction before you take 2 or 3 in the other direction. Just starting to notice how the body is feeling this morning. Maybe you got lots of sleep, maybe you didn't get much sleep at all. But we've decided that we're going to start moving. So let's raise those arms to the sky as we inhale. Take a really big inhale and stretch up towards the sky. Exhale, cross at the wrists and allow those hands to find the opposite knee. As you do so, tuck in the chin, round through the spine, and your navel draws in. And you get this beautiful stretch across the back and the shoulder blades. Wonderful. Let's inhale those hands up towards the sky, crossing the other way at the wrists, bringing your hands back down again to the opposite knee. Chin tucks in, navel sucks in, and you round through the spine. Bring your head and your torso back up and push those arms out to the side with the fingertips pointing upwards. Let's let that left hand go overhead. It gently rests on the right ear and it draws the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Release everything back out. Now take the right arm over. Just gently rest on the left ear, drawing the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Lovely, and bring yourself back up. As you bring your hands in front of you, we're going to pad those hands forward. And it might only be a little pad forward. You might come all the way down onto forearms or stretch your hands out in front of you with tented fingers. You've really just got to listen to your body this morning, see what it needs from you. Walk those hands back in. Try and remember what foot you had in front and then draw those soles of the feet together. You might want to take them a bit further away from you if it's too early in the morning to have them tucked in close. If you want to take a little bend forward in this position, feel free to do so. And now let's cross the legs again. So this time we're going to cross them round with the other leg sitting in front and take that walk forward. So again, pad the hands forward. Maybe you stay on fingertips. Maybe you come forearms to mat. It's your choice. And then walk yourself back in. Right hand is going to hold left knee. Left fingertips are behind. Let's inhale tall. Exhale, take a really slow, gentle twist over that left shoulder. And some of you may let the gaze follow as well. But if it doesn't feel comfortable, you keep your gaze in a neutral position. And remember, it's first thing in the morning, so you don't have to take a full deep twist here. Come back round to center really, really slowly. Take it the other way. So now our left hand holds our right knee and our right fingertips are behind. Take that moment to inhale tall. Exhale, twist over to the right hand side. Letting your gaze follow if it wants to, keeping it neutral again if you want to. Back to center, rolling over those knees, coming into a 4-point kneeling position. Have your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Inhale, as you drop your belly, lift your chest and lift your tailbone into cow. Exhale, round through the spine, suck your navel in and bring your chin towards your chest into cat. Take that again, inhaling as you look up and your belly drops and your tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding through the spine, navel draws in. We're going to take one more of these cat-cows, which is really the perfect thing to do in the morning. So if you only have time to do one little movement in the morning, maybe you take just a few of these cat-cows. When you've finished your last cat, come find back to a neutral tabletop and then bring the big toes together, sit back on the heels. The knees can be together or wide, it's up to you, but you're in an extended child's pose. Slowly walk the hands round to the right hand side of the mat. Some of you will need to bring the hands off the mat. Some of you will want to bring your left hand sitting on top of your right. And we're taking a stretch through the left side of the body. It might feel really nice in the shoulder blade area too. And then slowly walking them back to center. I'm going to take them over to the left. Again, the left hand side of the mat, off the mat, or the right hand can sit on top of the left. And then slowly walking them back into center, grounding into those hands to draw you back up into a 4-point kneeling. From this 4-point kneeling, the right leg is going to go to the back of the mat. And just pause for a moment here with the toes down. You're on the ball of the foot. Just almost let your weight go backwards and see if you can get a little stretch through the back of the right leg here. And then we're going to twist around and open up to the right hand side of your mat. Like you're in a side plank. So I'm going to come this way so that I'm mirroring you here. If you want to, you can raise that extended leg, bend it, catch the toe, the outside of the foot, and take a little stretch there through the front of the hip and the quad. Everybody release that if they took it and bring that extended leg back down. Push off your bottom hand and you're upright. I'm going to raise that left hand up towards the sky and bend over to the right side into a gate pose. Lovely, coming all the way back round and all the way back into a 4-point kneeling position. Left leg goes back this time. Again, just rock a little bit back on that left toe, ball of the left foot to get that stretch through the back of the left leg. And then we're going to open up to the left side. If you want to, you can lift that extended leg, take hold of your foot and open out into like a bound variation here. But you don't need to do that this morning if it doesn't feel right. Everybody lower that extended leg. We're going to push off that bottom hand. That right arm is going to reach towards the sky now and take a bend over to the left into our gate pose. Bringing it all the way back round through a 4-point kneeling. From here, maybe pad the hands forward one little distance as you tuck the toes, lift the knees, send the weight back towards the heels and find for me a downward facing dog. But keep those knees bent, pedal away with your feet, push the floor away with your hands, give your head and neck a little shake, yes and no, to relieve all that tension that might be in there. Knees come to the mat, right leg is going to step forward. And then option to stay right here or bring hands to knee, hands up to the sky and really reach up here, opening up through the left hip. Left hand is going to come down just beside the right foot and we're going to open up the right arm to the right side. You've got an option here to tuck your back toe and lift your back knee. Bring that right arm down, bring the back knee down if it was lifted. And then the right hand is going to come inside of that right front foot as you heel toe the right foot to the edge of the mat and you find yourself in a little lizard. Now it's early in the morning, so I'm going to keep mine quite moving here. I'm going to keep my arms quite straight. I'm not coming down into a full lizard variation. Not yet. Bring that right foot, heel toe it back into more the midline of the mat. The right hand goes back outside. I'm going to tuck the back toe, lift the back knee and step back into that downward facing dog. Give yourself a pedal again. Maybe you really want to swing the hips side to side. Knees come to the mat and then step the left foot forward. So I'm here in this low lunge position and I can stay down or my hands can come to my knee and then rise up to the sky if they want to. Opening up through the right hip here this time. And then right hand comes down, left arm is going to revolve open to the left side. Option to tuck the back toe and lift that back knee up. Bringing that left hand down, dropping the back knee if it was lifted. Now the left hand comes inside that front left foot and we heel toe the left foot to the edge of the mat where we find our lizard. Again, keep a little movement I do first thing in the morning. Bring that left foot back more towards the midline. I'm going to make my way to the top of the mat now into a deep forward fold first though. So you can keep a nice bent knee, especially in the morning, and you might just want to hang in a ragdoll. You could shake that head and neck, yes and no, just gently, just to give it a bit of release. And some of you may want to hold your elbows and take a gentle swing side to side. Release your hands if you did take that option. Everybody brings their hands to their shins or their thighs. And find a halfway lift where we're coming back up like you've got my coffee on your back because it's morning, so it's very precious. So look down, keep that spine lovely and long and extended. Send your hips to the back of the mat and the crown of your head is coming towards me at the front. Lovely, release back down into that deep forward fold. Take a big bent knee, roll up through that spine vertebrae by vertebrae to come on up to standing with your head coming up last. And you are ready now to face the rest of the day. I hope you have a lovely day and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Namaste.